the morning, grab a cup and tune on in. Robert and Dave got that southern charm, let the laughter begin. From the morning funny to Maga Minute, ain't no better way to start your day the southern way, with a little joke and pray. We're just southern folks talking southern things, front porch swinging where the church bells rang. From Mama Said to Hump Day News, we keep it real with down home views. Sunday morning in the Word, get that gospel flow. Prayer time calls, so let's let our troubles go. Come Monday night, Mama Said is bringing the truth, and when it's night talk with Dave, man, you know it's getting loose. We're just southern folks talking southern things, stories and sports where the good times hang. From SFP News to I Remember That, we tell it like it is, and that's a fact. Got our veteran of the week, gotta show our pride. Pets of the week, bringing love worldwide. Talking paranormal, digging true crime. Southern fried stories all the dang time. So pull up a chair, y'all, and stay a while. Ain't nothing like that southern style. From the morning show to the soundstage band, it's SFP Live, won't you give them a hand? So pull up a chair, y'all, and stay a while. Ain't nothing like that southern style. From the morning show to the soundstage band, it's SFP Live, won't you give them a hand?
Good morning, Southern Fried Podcast fans, and all of our folks out there at Cornbread Nation. Well, we're glad to have you here with us this Friday morning. Yes, we've been here with you Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. Now today's Friday. You get through the day, you got her whooped. I'm Rob. That's Dave, and we're going to start your day off right. How you doing this morning, Dave?
I'm good. I didn't have to suffer through a Braves loss last night. They didn't play.
You know, it seems so far this year they've been trying to find every way they could to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah. I suspect they're going to have a new coach soon if they don't get it turned around.
Well, you kind of made that call the other day anyway, which was pretty cool because, you know, you said it was Ohani's bobblehead day, and
yeah,
he beat them. Well, they beat themselves, but you know, it was that last shot that did them in. And poor little Braves. They can't get it. They can't.
they're struggling. They're struggling.
You know, they're struggling and they're struggling. My goodness.
A little bit more news about Greenland this morning in the news. The vice president made comments amidst the Liberation Day and the bumps in the road, as he said, about tariffs. They feel good, but he said Greenland is in a matter of national security. The United States will protect those interests, quote, come hell or high water, end quote. I'm thinking that any day now there's going to be some sort of announcement on this.
Yeah,
They've made it very clear that this is a must.
Wow.
He goes on to say the president, what he said, of course, the media attacks it, but it's very common sense. It's, look, this matters to our security. This matters to our missile defense. And we're going to protect America's interests come hell or high water.
And they should. Ugh. Especially our security. I mean, it's either do this or let China or Russia take it over, and that's what's going to happen. It seems like.
He went on to say that Denmark gives basically $60,000 per year per person in Greenland. That's how much the support they get. He said when what the president has said is that we could give the people of Greenland way more money than that, again, because the security matters to the United States of America. But yeah, I think they want to be independent from Denmark. And then once they do that, we can have a conversation about the relationship we'll have with the United States in Greenland. I mean, what's Denmark going to do about it? I mean, I think they're offering them independent security. Denmark can't protect them. Denmark protecting them from China?
That's like, that'd be like, oh my gosh, Adam Ant trying to protect somebody from an elephant. You know,
it just, the numbers don't work.
Yeah, because Denmark is known for their vast military superiority. You know, they've been known for that for years. I didn't even know Denmark had a military. Do they have a military?
Well, they've got one, but it's, it's when you're talking about that military versus China's military, they don't have a military.
Well, Dave, 3 guys carrying around some shotguns and some skis, that don't necessarily qualify as an army.
I mean, that's kind of like high school going against an NFL team, Well, they feel good about the game until they're losing 70-0 in the first quarter,
Yeah.
And the coach says, look, it's still 11-on-11. It's still, all they got is 11 players, same size football field, all that. Yeah, coach, but they big, they bad, they faster, tougher, meaner. We don't want to go back in, coach.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they'd say it was some kind of, what's that accent they have over Denmark? They have that funny accent anyway, or something. I got to get some. They would say it in a very funny way while they're wearing lederhosen. Who's going to pay attention to them while they're wearing lederhosen? That might give them a tactical advantage while the other guys are laughing at them. Chuck, you ornery little snot. Get up from under there. Come on. Get out from under there. Come on. Get. Move. I'm going to bust your. I'm going to have to kill him, Dave.
See, I told you it's always in the mornings. Chuck's emotions coming out.
Oh, gosh. He's being a little snot. Gosh. That was part of his tail, I think. He's just
birthdays this morning. Robert Downey Jr. was born this day.
He was.
And one of my favorite actors, Craig T. Nelson, Coach.
He's awesome. I loved him in Poltergeist.
Yes. Jamie Lynn. Yeah, Jamie Lynn Spears, birthday today. Nancy McKeon. I liked her. She was a teenager about the time I was a teenager. I like Craig T. Nelson in Turner and Hooch too. He played a bad guy, but
Yeah.
he played it. He played it well. But Coach was my favorite. That was great.
Coach was good, but I still think one of the most classical endings for a movie ever, ever was in Poltergeist. They done go through all this thing and stuff like that. They finally get out. They're away. They're at the hotel. They go into the motel room. They shut the door. Then the door opens back up and they shove the TV out. We ain't having this thing in here.
Oh, it's a great movie. I can't hardly watch it anymore though. I mean, just knowing what happened to the little girl, her ending was bad. It's sad, and the other daughter,
Yeah.
the murder of her. It's truly sad,
Yeah.
but it's a great movie. Great movie.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good movies. One thing I have been noticing is that since Val Kilmer passed the other day, a lot of people have been playing that very famous scene where he's facing down Johnny Ringo, and Johnny Ringo's twirling his gun and everything, and he's talking about, well, darling, what do you think? Do I hate him or not? You think I should hate him? Oh, he's an educated man. That settles it. I know I hate him. Oh, that was a great, great scene right there. And I wonder how many times they died laughing filming that.
Some would say Top Gun was their favorite too.
Oh, he had some good scenes in Top Gun, but he stole the show with his portrayal of Doc Holliday. I'm sorry. That was easily to me his most iconic role. Mm. So I mean, it's that scene there would almost give you chills almost when he gets going on that, and then later on when he actually faces him, you know, Johnny Ringo thinks he's facing White Earp. Doc Holliday steps out. He said, "I'm your Huckleberry."
Shout out this morning to Beaver Cove, Maine. We salute you this morning, Beaver Cove. We hope you're doing well. Probably still cold. Some of your cold air is going to be coming down here by Monday. We're going to do about a 26, 27 degree drop from Sunday to Monday here. We're going to go from really warm, nice, sunny, almost hot days to 59 degrees for a high, 33 or so for a low. Then we'll settle in about 60 for high. But big swing. Big swing.
Ours headed toward we're going to drop down cool down here too. I think I saw where it's going to get all the way down to 40 next Tuesday and maybe Wednesday, but then we're starting our warming trend back up, so it won't last. We'll be back up in the 80s before you know it. We're supposed to be 87 here today, dude. 87. It's way too early for this nonsense. It's only April the 4th. It's way too early for a bunch of 87-degree nonsense. That's almost 90, dude. Come on, man. Man, next Tuesday's supposed to be 70. I'll take that. Okay, that's a nice cool day. That's the way it's supposed to be right now. It don't need to be 90, no 87 degrees down here.
Remember, folks, you're only days away from tax day, tax deadline. Make sure you get your taxes in. Joy. Got to get that done.
Yeah, get taxes done. You're right.
I filed my federal. I've got to still send my state off. But the federal came back really fast, even with all the changes. About a week, maybe slightly over.
Do what?
Federal returns. You're receiving a refund. About a week, maybe slightly over. Not bad, even with all the changes that happened in the government.
No, it's not bad at all. You're right.
We are hoping to head over to the Blue Ridge today, hang out there for a little while, then come back for tonight's show. Angry Conservative 1981, don't know if they're listening out there. They asked me to be on their interview series on their show. Still waiting to get up on Killer Carl's, but Angry Conservative 1981, I think, is going to do interview with me Saturday. I told them I'd be honored to. Folks, give these great creators on Rumble a follow. Killer Carl, Angry Conservative 1981, Half Pine Forge, the Celtic Blacksmith, Kim's Coffee Shop. She's popped in here before. Great Southern lady, Georgia lady. I have to say that with respect, Georgia lady. That's a step up right there.
Oh yeah.
And then who else is out there? Empty Pockets Podcast, James. There's so many. The voice of rural America, Brian Pritchard, from the Blue Ridge area, talking politics. Never runs out of material. Well, he talks national and Georgia. I need to find out what he had to say about the Democrats getting up, walking out of the chamber over their disapproval of they couldn't get their bill passed or it was voted down or whatever. Something about transgender or something. I don't know. They got up and walked out. Don't the Democrats remind you of the little kid that pitches a hissy in the middle of the store when the mom says, "No, Susie, you can't have the extra piece of candy." And they start whining and crying and pitching a fit and stomping their feet. And I want my candy. I want my candy. This is not fair. You're mean. That's what they remind me of.
Yeah.
And they love to yell democracy a whole lot. Like, when in the crap did they ever care about democracy? They use that phrase a lot, democracy. But yet all I've seen them do is try to take away my freedoms.
I agree. You're right.
Democracy.
Well, they walked out, it was gender affirming care for people in prison is what they walked out on. They are pro criminal. They are pro anti-American.
You see the video? Simple filing out. It doesn't change. All they do is just, they're not, okay, you didn't get your way. It's amazing how they fight for criminals more than they do for veterans, kids, women.
I agree.
By gosh, be an old criminal abusing women and kids. Oh, they all over that. But yet down in the Fulton County, wasn't it Fulton County jail where the guy died with maggots and stuff on him? Yeah. Bad scene. Guy was eat up with maggots and bed bugs and everything. Oh, that's Fulton County jail. The Georgia prison system is under a federal investigation. It's not good, man. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Robert ditched the new Georgia hat this morning. Went for the older one.
Yep. I took a step back. I thought it showed up better with this shirt on. My Tam was just sitting over there behind me. But yeah, Democrats are just out for. They don't care about the average American citizen anymore. They don't. They don't. They could give a rat's butt about us or anybody unless you are transgender. Let's put it this way: LGBTQ or that's their sole focus. That and killing unborn babies. That is their sole focus in life, and doing everything they can to vote against what President Trump is trying to accomplish. Those three things are all what they're about. They're for nothing else.
Absolutely.
Now, they want those three things, and if they can't get them, they're going to get up and walk out. Which, in reality, is probably a godsend if they got up and walked out and didn't vote. Then they're not present to vote. So, but that's not the way democracy is supposed to work. They're supposed to be there and do their job. They don't like the way the vote's going. Okay, we'll just go get walk out. Bunch of little morons. God love them. They can't help it. They're so dumb. They think they're making a statement. All they're doing is pitching a fit.
The Trump administration is freezing $510 million in federal funds to Brown University, pending a review into the Ivy League school's response to campus anti-Semitism and its implementation of DEI policies, a senior official reported.
Wow.
$510 million.
Wait a minute. I thought they were supposed to make their funding and stuff from tuition. If we're funding them $510 million, come on.
Oh, there are untold numbers of colleges that receive a lot of money from the federal government.
Enough. If they can't afford to get a college education out there without government subsidies, then there's something that they're doing wrong. These are supposed to be educated people. I mean, come on, people are a lot smarter than us is what they're supposed to be, but they can't make their ends meet on their budget and they got to be subsidized. And what kind of tuition rates are they charging? These are Ivy League schools. Come on, guys.
Princeton University was paused. They paused $210 million to Princeton back in February, I believe that was.
Wow.
The government had become and that also included $400 million that was going to Columbia that's been froze, as they say. That's over $1 trillion or $1 billion, over $1 billion of funding that went out there. And just think about it. It was like a slush fund for whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and these same schools hand out honorary doctorates and this and that. What are these guys doing? Are they paying for this? Kind of. We're going to donate you, paying for it with our tax money. Oh, look, I'm going to donate you $500 million. You make sure I get my honorary doctorate now so I can call myself Dr. So-and-so. Come on. It's a lesson in idiocracy. We've gotten so far down this rabbit hole where we'll just throw money at everything out there. That is the answer. Throw money at it. Just throw more money at it. Raise taxes. It's like, dude, I'm going to be blunt this morning. They have disgusted me. I am absolutely disgusted, not just with federal government, with local governments too. Dude, I live in a double wide. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a redneck. I live in a trailer. I took the wheels off of it though. It's not going to roll off. All right, I bought this thing new in 2020. All right, it was new, and my taxes has gone up now. My appraised value of my home has gone up over $10,000. Over $10,000, gone up. Trailers and mobile homes don't go up in value. They're like a car. They depreciate. I mean, this ain't like Granted, it's a good mobile home. I mean, yeah, it's nice, and I like it, and I'm going to live here the rest of my life. That's the only way I'm going to get the value out of it. But it don't go up no $10,000 in value. So what they do, but they drop the millage rate, so you have to pay it less in taxes. That's what that was billed as. But what they didn't tell everybody was they went up on the appraised value of your home by $10,000. So really, they didn't do nothing, and that is disgusting to me because they really tout, oh, we dropped the millage rate. Oh, we dropped the millage rate. Oh, we dropped the millage rate. Well, okay, but you went up $10,000, so your dropping of the millage rate didn't do anything. Y'all a bunch of knuckleheads. You think we're too dumb to see it. It's not just, that's the way it works on the local level. On the federal level, it works the same way. It's just shifting and pulling. One of the highest tax areas in the darn state, and then they go pull some hogwash like that. No.
Well, maybe the guy pulled up and he said, hey, this is where Rob and Chuck live. We got to go up. We're famous.
Yeah, fingers. I'll send fingers out there on a whoop their butt next time they come in here.
Maybe it's because you went down and complained at the commission, you know.
Well, by God, they fixed my road though.
Well, that's how they got to get that money back. They fixed your road, but they got to go.
Money I've been paying them to fix my road, knuckleheads.
We'll take care of you, Bob.
Yeah, fix my road.
They get you coming in and get you going out.
Man, I think I would rather go have a colonoscopy than deal with these people. I would get the same end results, I'm sure. But you know, I've had it, dude. I'm gonna fill some ears. I'm gonna find out how this came to be and who okayed this. And I'm gonna write an article up and I'm gonna submit it to the local newspaper. And I hope everybody reads it. It's crazy. It's stupid. We're one of the highest tax counties in the state of Georgia. Oh, well, we've got to do this and we've got to do that. And you got to go up for 4 years. I begged them to fix my road for 4 dabbling years. Well, you need to be patient, sir. I had to go in front of the county commissioners off meeting just to get it done. And then it took them another 3 months. Let me tell you what the idiots were trying to do. Got water running down a hill, okay? My road's going down a hill. Oh, we'll do some work down here at the bottom where the water runs to, see if we can fix it. You can't fix a water issue from the bottom. You got to start at the top where the water's freaking coming from. If you don't fix that, you ain't doing nothing. I'm not even blaming an engineer or a road guy or nothing like that. But common sense would tell you, wait a minute. I'm talking about government and common sense in the same sentence. I felt a disturbance in the force. I just got an image of Vader.
It sounds like the guy at the garage. You don't understand, sir. It's a big job. We can't just push that one back out. It's going to require extra time and labor. It's a big job.
Yeah. Sounds like Rain Man. We're going to fix it from the bottom. Yeah. We're going to keep trying this down here at the bottom. Yeah. We don't want to do the work at the top. No. These definitely, we got to use our backhoes. Yeah. These definitely isn't my backhoe.
Well, they got to pay for all those coffee breaks that they were going to take while they were out there doing that, you know. One guy working, 5 guys standing around.
What kills me is, now this was said and this was spoken, and I'm not going to call a name, by a manager on the road department. I'm not going to, that's all I'm going to say. And I was like, you know, when your guys come out here and scrape this road, they're just putting it back flat instead of putting a slope in it like you originally had it. Well, I can't follow them and hold their hands and make sure they're doing everything right I can't make sure they're doing it right. I don't. All I can do is put them out there on the road. Isn't that your job as a manager? As the manager, aren't you responsible for what your employees do? Aren't you supposed to make sure that they know? Isn't that the way that works, Dave? You're a manager, right? Or don't you make
Right.
sure that people are doing stuff the right way in the way that you want it done?
I answer for it, whether
Yeah,
it's right or wrong. So it's got to be right, because if not, I'm answering for it.
right. So I mean, he's like, well, I can't hold their hands. I can't go out there and follow them around and make sure they're doing everything. Yes, you can. It's your damn job. I'm sorry. Did I say damn?
Let me just guess that you're not on their Christmas card list.
I'm not. They damn sure ain't on mine. I'm gonna tell you something. I've had a meal. And now they're gonna go up on my assessment. What the?
That's called the government shaft right there.
Bruh.
Yeah, baby. You remember that time you got smart with us about me doing my job?
Well, that was
Take this.
This is not even the same thing. It's a completely different department. They must have got
Well,
together. Hey,
they work together to screw you.
hey, Bo.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Bob. When you're doing them assessments this year, yeah, that knucklehead down there at the end of that road down there we did that work on. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go up on it about 10 grand. You got to pay for them culvert pipes. Mm-hmm.
That's the way it works, baby.
Just want to go up there and pinch their little heads, their poor little Democrat commie heads, and say, hey, and I'm sorry, what is, we dropped your millage rate. What? Oh,
They
I'm paying
expected
more
you.
now than I was before they dropped it.
They want you to kiss the ring. Hey, we dropped your millage rate. We're saving you money.
Yeah, bull crap.
You are our friend. We're from the government. We're here to help you.
Yeah, right. Okay. Dude, you think I'm joking, okay? And the sad thing is, a lot of people out there know that I'm not. But I want to throw. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, it's still in there. Okay, I'm gonna give an example right here because I am like this. I didn't know. I didn't even realize that it was this bad. Uh, but yeah, dude, it's thinking. It's thinking. I got to throw this out there. And there is no way that this should even be legal. Okay. The first year that I had my home here, the millage rate was 3 higher, right? And my taxes was $1,133.33. That was my personal taxes. All right. Now, that was in 2020. For 2025, you ready for this? My taxes are now $1,177.46. Now, that's an increase of what, $43? All right. The second year I was here, my taxes actually dropped by about $30 to $1,103. Huh. Okay. We'll take the decrease because your home diminishes in value if you have a mobile home. And then it started. They started breaking one off in me every year after that. I mean, so check this. Check this. You'll like this. My home originally appraised. Now I pay cash and everything else for my place. I got a good deal on it. $75,000 or 74.6. Okay, that's close enough. But it's paid for. It's all done. Okay. That was in 2020. Okay. This is the nonsense that they pulled. All right. Come on. Pull up. There we go. What do you think my home appraises for today? $88,200. They've gone from 78 to 88. That's a $10,000 increase. But we dropped the millage rate by 3 points. They ain't done nothing to help nobody. If they did that across the board, that's theft, in my opinion. It's theft. It's not the way it's supposed to work. Oh. Don't get me started on these knuckleheads. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I'm gonna pushing that off to the side. I can't do nothing about that till the assessor gets back on Monday. The assessor hadn't even been in the office all week.
Oh yeah, you gotta stay out once everybody starts getting them tax bills in. You gotta go on vacation because there'll be a lot of pissed off people.
Yeah, and another thing too, they talk about, well, we have to fund all these government things. The money's got to come from somewhere. It don't all have to come from me though, you knuckleheads. We need to do an e-splosh. We'll manage your money better. I mean, that gum. They got a volunteer fire department. That's wonderful. They pay a couple guys on there. They've got trash pickup in town and dump. They got dumps, for us to use. A dump, and then we got another place we're dumping. But on one side of the county, one on the other. That seems kind of nice. But where's all this money going? They damn sure ain't putting it into the roads. Oh, good morning, Jenny. I don't think we said good morning to Steve either.
Good morning.
Sorry, I'm on a rant right now. These knuckleheads have kicked me off. And this is a local level that stuff like this is happening. Okay. Can you imagine what it's like on a federal level? Not to mention state level. I mean, just on a federal. There's Steve from the Half Pie Forge.
Yeah, check out that store.
Check out the store. Give them a like and a follow.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe incredible creations off of the Celtic Blacksmith Forge and Anvil, otherwise known as Easy Bake.
Easy Bake Oven. I don't know what size light bulb he uses in that thing, but my goodness, it does get hot. You can tell it gets hot because there's metal in there glowing. That got to be a big butt light bulb. I mean, huge. It absolutely does. Well, it amazed me that a light bulb would cook cake when I was a kid.
I like his descriptions too. I went to a store recently and I was reading some of the descriptions. And it's one of the newer items, maybe the newest item. Something there cracked me up. I thought that's classic Steve right there. I'd have to go back and read it, but he put some thought into that.
Oh. My goodness. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, folks, if you missed the Cornbread Nation show last night, it's out there for a review on many of the streams. Redneck destination of the week was Bluefield, West Virginia, where people like this right here would join in the redneck ski slope.
Why's it got to be people like that? That guy might not even be a redneck. You don't know. They may just dress somebody up.
Dude, if you got a hat with a beer sitting on top of it.
See, that's kind of points off because then they can't say, here, hold my beer.
I've seen one with a double can deal, the straw that comes out. I ain't never seen one like that. He just balanced that beer. He got to hold his sign. That's what it was. Cornbread Nation sign.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I've got a update on that Stephanie Turner story from last night from USA Fencing. She's been doing this for 12 years. This is professional, I guess. This is what she does. 12 years that she's been doing this. Well, someone who's actually moving up in my little scaleometer there, never overly fond of, I never had a problem with, but was never overly fond of, Martina
Navratilova.
Yeah.
Navratilova.
I'm never going to say it. I'm never going to say it correctly, but yeah. Martina, we'll call her Nav. Navratilova. Great tennis player, you know. Remember playing tennis. But she is really moving up on my scaleometer because of her stance on this. This is her words, and this is coming off of Fox. It says, "This is what happens when female athletes protest. Anyone here still think this is fair? I am fuming. It's shame on at USA Fencing. Shame on you for doing this. How dare you throw women under the gender bullshit bus?" My goodness. This is one here. She was a retired fencer. She said, as a retired D1 at NCAA fencer, I was forced to compete against men who claim to be women. Female athletes dedicate our lives to our sport, only to have men take our spots, our titles, and our futures. Kudos to the women who refuse to accept this injustice. Okay. This is an actual issue that Democrats should be all over. They should be all over this. All right. They should be. Here's somebody that's being downtrodden. They're being pushed down. That's what they're supposed to be about, right? Democracy and fairness. Ain't nothing fair about this. This is just men, some sick-minded men trying to take over women's sports. Why?
And Democrats are here to protect their rights, Robert.
These men,
Democrats want these men to have every opportunity they can to compete in their women's clothes.
Well, you know what? Do a co-ed league. Do a co-ed league.
Oh, no. We're going to destroy women's sports by God or else. No. That's what they're going to do. They're bound and determined. Walk right up to the gates of hell until they destroy it.
You know what?
We're taking it down.
You know, there's a lot of things in this country that we encourage people to take a stand on. Take a stand on your rights, your first, second, third, all of your rights. Learn them, know them, stand on them. But this right here, okay, they say, well, they've got a right to compete as what they think they are. Okay. Well, I think that is a load of bull crap. So what does that make y'all that are pushing that? Makes you bulls, or what comes out from under where the bull crap comes from. That would be a bull butt. Come on, people. This is boggles my mind. This is like beyond dumber than lack of common sense. This is out and out idiocy. Why are we even having this discussion? Why is this even a thing? Dude, it's an easy fix. Make a co-ed league. It's open to everyone. Jump in there. Make it co-ed. Then have men and women's. It's an easy fix. Just fix it. Just do it. All right.
But in their eye, it's not a co-ed issue in their mind. In their mind, these men are women.
Okay. Now we're going to follow the science, though, right? We're going to be scientific. All right. We're going to follow. That was their whole thing behind the. I can't say that word, can I?
No, no, no,
that
no.
was their whole thing behind pushing certain issues. Was we have to follow the science. Well, biologically speaking, there are two sexes. Scientifically, there are two sexes. If you pretend to be the other one, well, that's your option. You are an adult. Pretend to be the other one. I don't, that's up to you. But don't force other people of a weaker gender to compete against you. You don't see very many transgender women competing against men going up to the men's league. How many of those do you see?
Not as a man. You see girls going into men's teams. You have seen that.
Yeah.
But they actually think there's actually like 30 genders. That's what they believe.
Look, I don't know which science teacher taught them this. I can't believe any self-respecting science teacher would have taught this. Let's see. Steve says, but this is where they hide behind their own lazy writing. Sex and gender aren't the same, blah, 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 is what they say to that. Okay. Yes. Let me go ahead and put this out there for you guys. Yes, they're the same. Sex and gender is the same thing. If you're a female, you're of the female gender. If you're a guy, you're of the male gender. Now, you want to talk about sex, that, it's sexually speaking, either you're a innie or an outie. Okay. That's a nice way to put that, I guess. Like belly buttons. You're either an innie or an outie, and you can't. Now, surgically, you can alter that, but it doesn't change what you were before.
If they get their way, they will. They will make a legal document that says that they are. That's what they're trying to do. And then in the eyes of the law, if they get that kind of thing pushed through, then legally they would be standing on high ground. And all these issues you're talking about are over because that's the fight we're in. They would then have the ability to destroy all those lines once all that's put in place. And local officials wouldn't be able to say nothing because they'd just force it down their throats. That's where we're at. Sad stuff. Sad.
All right. So let me ask you this. All these Democrats in Georgia that got up and walked out of the state Senate or state meeting up there, congressional meeting, all that kind of stuff. They just got up and walked out and protest. These are the same knuckleheads that are going to try to shovel this garbage down our throats. It's them. Yeah, I mean, that's on a state level, but these are the same mentality at the federal level. They're just going to shovel it down our throat. But when somebody tries to go in there and execute real change and real commitments to making this country great again, they get up and walk out. That just shows they are not pro-USA. They're not pro-American citizens. They're about their little agendas, which in the grand scheme of things don't even amount to a hill of beans. It's stupid. And they're idiots.
Tell me how you really feel.
I did. I'm feeling a little bashful this morning. If they had half a brain, they could see this. But they don't. They're not. They're about 6 beans shy of a mountain of bean hills. I mean,
He got up on the Chuck side of the bed this morning. Well, I think Chuck bit him already. So Celtic, he is a little extra spicy cranky today.
You got my tax bill this year, you'd be cranky too. Don't get me started on that again. And then the
come on, man! It's Friday.
I tried the Friday thing, but I'm just sorry.
You can't talk to your friend out the city or county or whatever it is till Monday. So you're gonna have
building up steam all weekend long.
You gotta just put it to the side.
No, I don't want to kick it to the side.
You need one of those devices that Jackie Gleason had on in Smokey the Bandit. Oh, it was calm.
I avoid doing my taxes until the last minute. The way I see it, if the world ends in March, I don't want to regret paying my taxes in February. I can go along with that, but mine was due in Georgia. Like I live in Double I had to buy a tag every year, and I had to have it done by April the 1st. So
a tag, but it's not on wheels.
Right. Figure that. And I've got the only mobile home in the world that when I bought this thing 5 years ago, it's gone up $10,000 in value. It is worth $10,000 more now than it was when I paid for it. The only one in the whole world. I'm telling you, dude.
You should be proud, Rob, that they think that much of it. They've raised it. They've raised it in value for you.
Shit, I might even wash the outside of it. It got green stuff from being under the oak trees about that thick. Yes, they will. They will seize it if you don't pay your taxes on it. They will. They'll auction it up. They're not going to put a boot on it. They'll just come. I'm going to kill these cats this morning. He runs across my feet one more damn time. Don't do it, Chuck. I'm having a day today.
Chuck!
I'm going to put a boot on Chuck. Put a boot on his butt. I've got moss growing that thick on the outside of being underneath the oak trees. I need to get the pressure washer out and spray her down.
I wouldn't do that till after the appeal's done.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, it's cleaner. That's another $5,000.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, we should have made this thing worth $20,000 more. My goodness, look at it. What do you mean leave that cat alone? That little snot has been biting my feet, running over them with his claws out, and just being a little terror this morning. His fly would come running in here and attack me again. Have y'all ever seen Gunsmoke? If you've seen Gunsmoke, I know you have, Dave.
Hundreds of times.
Yes, I love Gunsmoke. Chuck is like Festus. He comes riding in on his donkey and just says something just annoying as hell. And how Marshall Dillon did not shoot him, I don't know. Well, gee, Marshall, I don't know about all that. It don't seem like that's rightly the way that's supposed to be. Bang! Shoot him. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Hey, let's see. Let me hold your wallet a second. You don't know the right way to spend this. Let me show you what I need to spend it on. I need to spend it on paying these guys to have a 4-hour coffee break this morning while they're working on the roads. And then when they get done, they're going to go out there and take that grader and run it up and down there and just screw everything up. And then they're going to take another 2-hour coffee break to wind the day up. That's the way we need to spend your money. You don't need no new fishing pole. You don't need no no new breeches or skivvies. You don't need none of that. Just wear them old ones. It'd be all right. We're going to spend this for you. Oh, groceries? You don't need that this week. You can get by on what you've got till next week, Or you going to have company over. You want to cook a steak? Not on the menu, big boy. We're going to fix your road. Not very nice. It's not nice. I was going to buy a roast till I saw how much they were. I went to the grocery store yesterday too, and that really pisses me off also. So yeah, y'all are getting just a big old dose of it this morning. I went to the grocery store yesterday, went to buy me a beef roast. It's a chuck roast, a very tasty roast, something that you could put in a crock pot and cook it, and it just fall apart. I love chuck roast.
Don't say chuck. Don't say chuck.
$6 a pound. $6 a pound for a chuck roast. Come on, people. Oh, y'all get back to raising cattle. Please. Please. Oh, let's see. There's a 2-mile stretch of road that absolutely obliterates my suspension every morning. I understand that. A couple years ago, Ohio DOT decided to ignore that road and completely repaved the 1/4-mile stretch across the street from my house. They didn't have one single pothole in it on it. Exactly. Exactly. And you know what you're going to have to do to get them to fix that damn Blaine road? If it's anything like down here, you're going to have to get up there. Is it a state road or county maintained? If it's county maintained, you're going to have to go in front of the county commissioners meeting and say, geez, people, what in the world is your problem? And show them pictures of the road to where they can see it, because they don't know where it's at. But if you really want to get an effect and you really want to make a statement, you take pictures of the roads outside their homes and their houses. I guarantee you those roads are in great repair. They look great. You look in front of the road commissioner's house, take pictures of that. That road's great too. And the county commissioners and all the highfalutins and stuff. Yeah, look what a good job they're doing. Look at the road outside my house. While the rest of the county, it looks like one giant pothole. Yeah. Exactly. What kills me was, we can't put culverts in at the top of your road. Now, culverts that go on the roads, they're made to be driven over, right? I mean, they bury them and the water runs through and they're made to be driven over. These things are pretty stinking tough. Oh, we can't put culverts in up there. They'll just get crushed over the years. And replace them. If they get crushed, replace them. Come on, it's not rocket science. If you needed them before and they got crushed and it made a problem, then replace them. That would probably fix the current problem.
In their mind, they're thinking, there's only one guy lives down that road. How much can he really?
This guy here, how much can he complain? They don't know me. How much can he complain? We're going to find out. He had to be thinking when I showed up at that county commission, all this over one person. All this over just one person. Just one person. But you know what? I pay taxes. I do. And when the road gets bad enough to where if I need emergency services and they can't get down the road, that's an issue for me. I have health issues. What happens if I have a seizure and fall down the steps? Somebody has to call an ambulance down here and it's been raining. They can't drive the ambulance down the road, or the ambulance gets in the ditch trying to get down the road because it's such ill repair. That's an issue. They're supposed to keep it maintained to where emergency vehicles can get down it. What if lightning hits the house and it catches on fire and the fire department gets here like 3 minutes before a mobile home burns completely down and they get here, quick? But as they're coming down the road, slide off in the ditch. And now my house burns down. That goes off on the county, I think, because they didn't properly maintain the roads. We pay taxes. That's part of our taxes. And that's part of their responsibility is to maintain the roads. Don't get me. Oh. I'm done. If we keep going on this, I'll talk about it all morning. I'll rant and rave all morning long. I'm sorry. Y'all have a great day today on Friday. We hope you enjoy your day. I don't need to go back to bed. I got up on the right side. Don't you worry about it. I'm good.
I definitely don't think that the Elton John song "Feel the Love Tonight" is playing in the background at the Blevins residence.
No.
Can you feel the love?
What's playing right now is "I'm on the highway to Colquitt." Love it. It's all right though. But Colquitt itself is a very nice city. It is. And Dave and I are going to be there later on this month for the Mayhaw Festival.
Well, they got to have them taxes, Rob, to keep it that nice little city. So they have to jack yours up a little bit to help pay for those kind of festivals. And
why did I have to pay for my blooming thing up there? Why do we have to pay for our spot at the Mayhaw Festival?
Got to make that money.
Okay. Dennis, was you going somewhere or you just said serious note? Was you fixing you typing something? You want a serious note? Oh.
You got it.
Yes, we will. We will pray for it.
Always hate to hear that stuff.
Yes.
Just keep remembering, Michael had surgery today too.
Yes.
And Jerry's recovering at home.
How else can they afford to build the Robert Blevins Wallet Memorial Park?
That's right, baby.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Usually he's on here bragging about his city, extolling the virtues of the great southern city that
it is. It's a great city.
And then he turns around and he's burning Athens down right now. The Roman legions are in march right now to take over this great city.
Look here. It's all fun and games till they go after my billfold. I don't like that. And, I didn't know I was living in this magical place, this magical mobile home. This magical truck. Yeah, it's a double wide, but that gum is not a 2-story double wide. Come on, give me a break. It's just a double wide. What?
They know that Studio B of the Southern Fried Podcast that jacks the value up, man. You're now a businessman in their mind. They're like, hey, we seen your show, Bob. We're jacking the value up of your home. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna show them my foot. And see my show and see my foot up the crack of your. No, sir. I'm wanting to get a porch built. Hell, I'm scared to death to do that now. Hell, it's not increased the value of my mobile home to like $200,000. What the heck? I mean, it's still got the little wooden walkway. But it's increased $10,000 in value. Them steps are rotten and it's starting to get a little wear on them. I mean, they're not rotten, but I mean, what am I going to do if I step through one,
You are to be proud. I mean, proud that they think so highly of your double wide.
I am. When I call them and discuss this with them on Monday, I'm going to bring up how proud I am with the fact that they think that I have this magical double wide that has increased in monetary value instead of depreciating, over the years. And yeah, but they dropped the millage rate. That's what they're going to tell me. I know it's exactly what they're going to tell me. They're going to say, well, we dropped the millage rate, but you increased my value by 10,000. What the heck? You hadn't dropped nothing except for the ball.
Yeah, baby.
I told you. You should have let me stop a while ago when I tried to. Y'all just kept throwing gas on this fire. No. All right. If we don't get off this subject now, we're going to be on here all morning long. You off today? If you're off work today, we can do this.
I am off work. I'm going to stay online for a little while longer. You can stay here with me or however you want, but I do want to refill my coffee cup. It's totally up to you however you do it, but I am going to refill my coffee cup.
Okay. Well, speaking of stuff doing, I have some stuff that I do need to get started on while it's cooler outside because it's supposed to be at 87 degrees today. And Jeb's trying to get the garden in. I'm just saying.
Close the show. I'll come back into something else.
Okay. Well, guys, we thank y'all for jumping in this morning. Miss Janet, you have a good day too. Yeah. Hey, we give y'all a great old big salute. Make sure you pay your taxes. It's important. If you have a dispute, pay them and then discuss it with them. It's not going to do you any good, but you can try. I'll say it's not going to do you good. We don't know for sure if it's not going to do you any good, but just say it might and it might not. But do it in a nice way. Keep those words to yourself. All right, Dave, have a great day. Big old salute. All of our friends out there. Hey, y'all follow, subscribe, join the Cornbread Nation, and we will see y'all later on this weekend. Oh, actually tonight. It's Friday. We got a front porch talking tonight.
We'll talk about the high cost of front porches.
Let's not even go there, dude. Oh my God. Dude. All right, tonight. All right, absolutely. Y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all tonight. Salute.
Well, it's early in the morning, grab a cup and tune on in. Robert and Dave got that southern charm, let the laughter begin. From the morning funny to MAGA minute, ain't no better way to start your day the southern way, with a little joke and pray. We're just southern folks talking southern things, front porch swinging where the church bells rang. From Mama Said to Hump Day News, we keep it real with down-home views. Sunday morning in the Word, get that gospel flow. Prayer time calls, so let's let our troubles go. Come Monday night, Mama Said is bringing the truth, and when it's night talk with Dave, man, you know it's getting loose.